So as they desperately work to get Trump off the ballot, they're also working on another contingency plan. Is this plan B, C, or D? I've lost track. Making sure that he's in court long enough that he basically won't be able to campaign. Now, the judge on Trump's January 6th case just set a trial date, as I said earlier, of March 4th, 2024. Well, if that day sounds kind of familiar, it's because it's the same day the Georgia DA Fani Willis wanted. So she got what she wanted. Now, why is that day so critical? It seems like it's in high demand. Is there anything else happening around the same time? Let me think. Oh, yeah, Super Tuesday is the next day. But that judge apparently thinks that doesn't matter. Trump just needs to have to make it work.
Don't worry, Trump. We got your back. Hey, listen, it's up to us. It is up to us at this point. We see the games that they're playing. We're going to have to do it ourselves. We're going to have to go out here and talk to more folks. We're going to go out here and have to make sure that people know the truth. It's up to us now. I'm just saying. And I think this is being done intentionally, in my humble opinion, right? They know what they're doing. They know. Come on now. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this one out. It really doesn't. So, since they want to play games, all right, that's fine. Have at it. Have fun. Trump's still going to win. Still going to win. And it's going to make his win even more glorious because they tried so darn hard. So darn hard. So, this is what I want y'all to do. I want you to turn up. Start sharing these videos even more. Commenting even more. Liking even more. Right? Talking to your neighbors, friends, family. Sparking a conversation at any chance that you get. Because if Trump can't campaign for himself, I guess we'll do it for him. No problem. No problem. And millions of people is much better than just one. So, if this is the game they want to play, let's play ball.
When you have a court date, when you're in the justice system, that takes precedence over other things. Your dry cleaning pickup that day, your professional networking commitments, your job. She's saying when you're in the justice system, that comes first.
Right, picking up your dry cleaning, just same as a presidential election. Joining us now, Victor Davis Hanson, Hoover Institution Senior Fellow. Victor, by any means necessary, they want him out. They wanted to not allow him to win in 2016, but before he even wins the nomination, which, we don't, anything can happen, I guess, but right now you'd say odds are huge that he'll win it. Then they want to make sure that he can't campaign, and then they want to make sure that even if he wins, he still won't be president. Do you see a pattern here of what's happening with this crowd?
They're desperate.
Yeah, I think the subtext is what they're not talking about. And so they feel they have no other choice for three reasons. One, they can't run on Joe Biden's agenda, not on the border, not on crime, not on the economy, not on energy, not on anything. And two, Joe Biden is one trip away from oblivion. He's one silly remark away from oblivion. He's failing geometrically at a geometric way. And whether he even finishes his term, they're unsure. And then third, to use that left's phrase, that walls are closing in. It's not just Archer and Bobulinski or the IRS whistleblowers. It's Victor Shokin. It's some oligarchs that say they have tapes. There's the Hunter laptop that's being re-examined for where he admits he gave half his income to Joe. And so they don't want to talk about any of those three things, so it's Trump all the time. And when you look at Letitia James has a $250 million lawsuit against Trump on this sort of bogus idea of overinflating real estate, and then you look at Alvin Bragg, and then you look at Jack Smith and Fani Willis, and you look at all the dates that they're talking about, and you superimpose them on a calendar, and you could envision these 91 indictments plus the civil suits, and there's another civil suit as well. It might be almost 3 or 4 days a week all the way to election. And it really shows you that they're paranoid, and they don't have any confidence in a positive message or a positive, vibrant candidate. And so it's to get Donald Trump, fixate on Donald Trump, or whoever would get the nomination. I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think they even have any pretense anymore, Laura, of saying Joe had a very successful.
Yeah, there's no campaign.
No,
they're not
they don't believe it.
No, not going to campaign. He's not going to campaign. He's not going to debate. He's not going to really ever do a hard interview with anyone. He can't. We all know that. the press is going to campaign for him, and it's going to be Trump trial 24/7. Victor, my question is,
It's going to be the old smoke and mirrors tactic. Smoke and mirrors. Hey, don't look over here. Look, Trump's in court. Trump's in court. Look over there. Look. He's in court again. Don't look over here. Look. You know, old diversion tactic. It ain't gonna work. Not gonna work at all. Not gonna work at all. Trump has millions of people backing him, and even more than the last time. We see straight through the smoke and the mirrors. We aren't fooled anymore. We are not fooled, and we are making sure that everybody else around us aren't fooled either. Oh boy, they are in for one crazy ride if they think this is going to work. It ain't.
will this just over time, will it wear on the Republican electorate or harden their support for Trump as the persecuted representative of the people?
I don't think anybody knows because we've never been in these waters before. But right now, it's obviously gaining him empathy because of the sheer injustice of it. But we don't know what it will be like if, for the wearied electorate in 3 or 4 months, or if another candidate might say, I'm going to be more effective in paying these people back or reforming the DOJ on behalf of Trump than Trump can, because we don't know what these limitations are. He's like Gulliver with all these Lilliputians that got these strings, ropes tying him down. We don't know the effect on the voter who wants to help him but may not be able to.
Oh no, we can. And we know exactly how we're going to. And it's going to get executed. Like to a T. To a T. All right? And this narrative that, people are going to get tired. No. Well, we're going to get tired of making sure that we support Uncle Trump, talking to people about it. I mean, that's not really difficult to do. That's not exhausting stuff. I mean, I'm sorry. I've watched some people work really, really hard, doing some hard labor. I mean, talking to folks is easy. Do you think we're going to get tired of that? You got another thing coming if you think we're going to get tired of that. That's easy peasy, especially when we know what's at stake, especially when we consider the alternative, especially when we consider, hey, if we don't do this, this is the future that we have to look forward to. Oh, no, we ain't going to get tired. All that work is easy work. You understand me? Matter of fact, that should be the new motto. All that work is easy work, or all work is easy work. Okay? We ain't getting tired. Never.
We don't know how far, whether we get tired of it or whether we get angry with it. Right now, it's pretty clear people are angry and they're showing empathy, but I don't know what they're going to be doing in September, October, November, December. We can go on and on and on.
Well, they're banking on.
I don't think the Democrats themselves have any idea what they're doing as far as public opinion. They don't really care. They're just obsessed and fixated on Donald Trump.
Yeah,
and they do not want to talk about this failed presidency, this cognitively failing president.
Ukraine.
And pretty much one of the most corrupt political families in presidential history. They can't talk about any of those three things.
Now, Victor, there's another interesting thing that we mentioned this maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago about Judge Tanya Chutkan, but it bears repeating that she worked at the law firm Boies Schiller Flexner from 2002 until she was confirmed to the bench in 2014. Now, Boies Schiller has strong connections to the Democrats, to Hunter Biden. He was of counsel at the firm from 2009 to 2014. This is all just a coincidence, I'm sure.
Yeah, why, of these 4 prosecutors, why aren't any of them rhinos or independents or Republicans? Why isn't there somebody in Utah or West Virginia? It's not. Fannie Willis probably wants to be governor. She's a hard leftist. She's been bragging about going after Trump. Ditto, the same thing with Bragg. Letitia James, ditto. Jack Smith has members of his family that have involvement with the Obamas. So they all are conflicted, but they don't make any pretense. They don't care. It's almost as if they're saying to the American people, this is the way it is. Yes, we're biased, but it's Trump. And what are you going to do about it?
Yeah,
it's
your vote
almost
doesn't
a dare
matter
to people. And I've never seen anything so audacious. It's beyond parody.
I think that they want people to think it's pointless to fight back, to vote, to anything, to object, or to say you're not going to comply. It's pointless. And they want to demoralize people. And I think Americans have to just decide for themselves, do they want a country or not? Victor, thank you.
Hey, Sean. I agree with what was said there at the end. They want to demoralize us, and they're doing it on our face and basically saying this is the way it's gonna be. Like he said there, this is the way it's gonna be. We don't care what you say. Do something about it. Do something. And it's almost like this game of chicken, right? They're not gonna do anything. They're not gonna do anything. Absolutely not. They won't. They won't. They will give in. And I'm telling you, I don't get that sense. I don't get that feeling, because if people were going to give in, if people were going to give up on Uncle Trump, people would have already given up on him. I don't think that's going to happen. That's not what I see. That's not the feeling that I get. The feeling that I get is his support is only growing. The people are only getting angrier and angrier and shaking their head more and more at what's happening. So I don't see his support declining at all. I just see it growing. And the fact that, I see his support growing means that in turn, right, people that support him are getting more and more confident in speaking out in support of him, because they're seeing, right, a few years ago, right, 4 years ago, whatever, it was almost like taboo to speak out in support of Uncle Trump, because then you were shamed and ostracized and yelled at and possibly called into the front office at your job and yada, 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 and so forth. But now there's so many people that support him now. There's so many people that openly support him now that it's almost become like a normal thing. It's okay to speak about supporting Uncle Trump now. So the more that happens, the more conversations are being had, the more information is being exchanged, the more real information is being exchanged. And that is something that they can't stop. Try if they must, and they will try. And I've heard some other things as well that they might try to pull off in order to get it done. But I think ultimately it's not going to work. And like I said before in a previous video, I expect this stuff to happen. I expect this stuff. And I'm telling y'all to expect it. Expect it. Put yourself in their shoes. If you had been doing the same things that they had been doing and gotten away with it as much as they have, and somebody who is going to come after you and probably throw you in jail for the rest of your natural life is about to take office, wouldn't you do everything possible to keep him out? You sure as hell would. And that's exactly what's happening now. And it's probably going to get a lot worse. Be prepared. Stay the course. We got this in the bag. All right? There's no reason to lay down and take it. Okay? We can still go out and talk to folks for Uncle Trump while he's wrapped up in all this BS, all this circus mess. Because at the end of the day, it isn't going to matter. It won't. This is all smoke and mirrors. This is all a death by 1,000 cuts tactic. Oh, we're going to hit you here, hit you there, hit you here, hit you here. Drain your funds. Keep you busy. Little do they know, we have mouths too. And we use them to go and talk to folks. Okay? Goodness gracious. But hey, y'all let me know how y'all feeling. Y'all let me know. Do you guys see his support losing steam? Do you guys think that will happen? Are you losing steam yourself? Or are you like, okay, it's time to suit up and lace the boots up? It's go time. Y'all, how y'all feeling? That's how I'm feeling. I'm like, hey, suit up and lace the boots up. It's go time. That's how I'm feeling, personally. Like this, I expect this stuff. I expect it. I told you guys the other day in a video, expect things to get a lot worse. And what's happening? It's gotten worse. Expect it to get worse from here as well. It's going to get worse before it gets better. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Just saying. I'm just saying. Be prepared. Stay the course. We'll get through it. How y'all feeling? Let me know. Peace and love. I'm out.